Are we about to see new all-time highs on Bitcoin? I've already told my champion members that I am long and chill, not in any short trades at all, and expecting higher prices to come. And now for you in this YouTube video, I'm going to be explaining the trades that I'm in, what I am looking for next, how I have obtained this kind of long and chill bias, looking for higher, and not interested in any short trades where we are right now. And I will give you the insights of how I get to these biases and predictions. This is primarily built off of the market structure, and you all know me, the order flow. The order flow that we are seeing right now is so bullish. It is really nice indeed. So I'll be walking you through that too. And I want to start off with, as always, where I left off my last video a few days ago now, which was as we were breaking out of that wonderful sideways range that we were in. Upon that break, it was looking very good and bullish indeed. I was explaining why I was still in my long trades from the range low, out of all shorts, and very bullish, looking for higher. The next target that we have above us was, of course, the previous range value area high. Took a little bit of time, but the patience paid off as we come up and we hit that previous range value area high. As soon as we hit that level, I did tell my team there is no short trade to be had as we hit that level initially, because there was only strength. As you can see, when you come into a level like this and you get above it, I have to, emphasize too, the previous range value area high wasn't really a massive resistance because there was no confluence there. So it was kind of a minor level, but nevertheless a level that we had to be aware of, right? And, we had the good order flow, the volume as well was really nice, and everything continuing to point for higher and higher, right? So then once we got through the previous range value area high, what are some key factors then what we had going on yesterday, which are a pattern of 2023 to now here in 2024 once again? What is making our lives very easy? And it is the order flow, okay? Order flow and market structure. Today, we see once again a breakout from what we had yesterday going on, which was, in my opinion, when we come down on a lower term time frame, we had this little bit of a ascending triangle, right? So we had those flat highs with the higher lows being built up. Ascending triangle breaking to the upside. No real surprise there. But yesterday, what we had too was this ascending triangle breaking out, and look at the order flow. You see here extremely lovely, what we haven't seen in a long time, really great positive delta, open interest increases, the good volume on the break. You are seeing everything backed up to support this is a really good move to the upside right now. And so for me, it's a case of monitoring that order flow and the market structure. Just take a look at the market structure of the rise that we've been seeing this year. It's, well, even looking back from September, right? It's been a case of rise, 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 continuous. Let me mark this out for you, right? So higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This was the one period where we broke those higher lows. And what was this? It was a failed auction. And as you all know, this was a very good long opportunity from a fake out of that range low at the time. That was the range low. There was taking the highs. There was taking the lows. There was continuation. Okay, so it was obviously a very nice long opportunity from the failed auction. Then what did we have going on last week? We had once again a sideways range, fake out of range high, fake out of range low with a swing failure pattern here, which of course was another long opportunity. And what happened there? We never took out that low. This was a third touch setup, and ever so slightly higher low, didn't take out the low. There was another higher low, and there was the breakout once again. What went on here? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low in that bit of an ascending triangle, breakout once again. This long, of course, from the swing failure pattern, we still have open right now. And that was based off of the order flow once more, right? So that was when we done the swing failure pattern of the low, and you had multi-million shorts opening at that low. And that obviously just is, wow, okay, this is very good news for the long trade, which never hit the stop loss, and we're still in right now. So yeah, from that swing failure pattern, this is how you got to find like the best opportunities, right? You got to follow the order flow, you got to follow the market structure, and each time we break the market structure and it ends in a fake out, for example, a swing failure pattern or a failed auction, that is just giving us another long opportunity. Of course, our target ever since we broke $30,000 has been the previous range value area high. When we hit that previous range value area high, well, there was no real reaction, and we continued now to look for higher, really towards, well, I want to say all-time highs, but we do have to be aware of one slight level that we have prior to that, which I will be explaining to you now. Before I do that, I just want to do one very quick announcement, and that is just to give you a final reminder, if you're interested, to tick the box under your account to receive the newsletter that we will be releasing today. So I have posted this in the socials here, and if you would like to receive the newsletter that I will make now today, you just need to go over into your account here. You need to be a spectator, contender, or champion. Click your profile icon in the top right, click on privacy, tick that box to receive the newsletter. It's the first one I've ever written, and if you would like to read it, you know how to enable that option and then get all the future ones into this year too. And that is the one and only thing that I wanted to mention to you. The main reason why I wanted to make this video was to just hopefully just calm people down. I know sometimes people are like itching to short every single rise, and I can calm you down by just still the same bias that I've had for a long time now, just long and chill. There's no real short trades that we have here. I know some other people are on the other end of the spectrum, and they just have so much FOMO and they just want a long at every high. Of course, after the breakout, I have to remind you too, like even though this has been a very nice move, there are retracements that you have long opportunities on, right? So you retrace here to range low, you retrace here to the VWAP. There are opportunities of longs, but they are on drops, okay? They are on dips to the downside. Even though, yes, could you long here in FOMO and price continues up? Yes, but that is not a good trading decision. It could pay off once, it could pay off twice, but eventually that's going to bite you very hard, because that is not a way of trading. That is not a way of planning out successfully long-term consistent profits, right? That might get you a few lucky hits, but ultimately it will get you burned. So you want to formulate plans that you can consistently replicate time and time again, where you can journal them, you can run statistics, and you can say, okay, this works. Longing in FOMO is not a consistent strategy, okay? It will get you burnt. Whereas what we teach is something that you can use for a long time. Over time for consistent gains, right? And so for me, I would say, yes, I am expecting higher. No, I am not in any shorts. And I am long and chill right now, but that's not to say that I would just ape into a long right now. No, my strategy is not long at the top of a move, right? I would wait for drops and dips to come. Okay, before I hit my higher targets. Again, all-time high is absolutely viable, but we do have a few zones to be aware of, which are very close to us right now. This daily, I'm not too focused on. What I really would like is more towards the weekly naked point of control here, up to the hybrid monthly. Why? Because we have to view it like this, and I've already explained this to my champion members. What I do is like a daily written update, and of course we have daily live stream updates. There's already been a live stream for the members this morning, which covers Bitcoin, which covers ES, which covers NQ. Right now it's being held by Igor. And I have done a written write-up, and of course I have a live stream tonight, and I have another live stream tomorrow covering Bitcoin. But for now, I've written up an update in my group, and I've explained to them that I am long and chill till we take out 60,000. This for me is like a big psychological number, right? So let me write this in white. This is like a very big psychological number. So what you will have right now, and you can see it on a lower term time frame, there will be shorts opening here, okay? And what this kind of does is it builds up a liquidity pool where people will be entering their shorts now and think, okay, we're rejecting from around $60,000. Let me short here, and my stop loss invalidation can be placed at 60,000. So what we like to see is, yes, this can absolutely retrace a bit first, and that's going to be used to build up more and more shorts. People placing their stop loss above 60K, thinking it's safe above that number, you get a bit of a retracement. shorts get a little bit happy, and then you get the move to the upside to take out those stop losses and take out $60,000. And of course, that's where we could look for that to come up to and take out those stop losses above and hit into those monthly or weekly naked pointer controls, right? So that's really what I'm looking for in terms of the next levels and targets that I have. The max that we'd be looking for, right, is up to the weekly. But for me, that's less of a level right now. And I'm more interested in those more local ones around $60,000. Okay. So that's the way that I am currently trading this. I'm not in any shorts. I am more of a long and short bias. I do think that we'll take out $60,000. And that would be the next level of that I'm looking for in terms of a reaction. Remember, this is the way that I trade ever since that we started to break out from $30,000. I have had levels, of course, prior to this. Okay, there's been levels at offhand. What was some really big levels around 42,000? Of course, 47,000. There have been levels which, for me, have been very pivotal, where we could have rejected from fully and pulled back. But what we have to do is recognize, okay, these are levels where we could potentially reverse. And on some of them, it really looked like it, right? I had, for example, a short trade from around $48,000. I got a very nice short from the top of this move. And that, of course, got over a 20% drop to the downside. But remember, I was still in that short while we were trading here, for example. And after those seeing a failed auction, reclaim of that range point of control, as we start to break up here, I close that short. Why? Because I'm recognizing, yes, this for me is a major level where we could reject from, but upon seeing a sign of strength, why would I keep that short open? There's no need. And thus, I look on to higher levels, which the next one for me was that previous range value area high. And as we get into that, again, there's no short opportunity as you just start to trade above the level. Even if you short the level, as you start to reclaim it, you got to get out of those shorts, right? Because you got to trade the charts. And for me, one second. And for me, it's a simple case of, okay, recognizing potential areas reversals, and maybe we can secure some shorts on those levels. But then you got to be locking in that take profit. Why? Because honestly, this is a bull market right now. We are in a very strong uptrend. And so what we are saying at Chart Champions is keep your shorts short and keep your longs long. What we mean by that is when you enter a short trade, look to keep it for a short period of time. There are short opportunities to be had on this rise, but you've got to be very good at locking in your take profit one, moving stop loss to entry, because you really got to expect that it's getting stopped out. And if you can lock in some profit on the short, happy days. And you keep your longs long. You know, if you get into a long trade, you want to try and keep that as long as possible. You don't want to be locking in take profits too early. You don't want to be closing the positions. No, you want to be holding on to them. I'll end with a few little insights here that can be of use to you. For example, I had a short trade from the range high here, right? And then I had a long trade from the range low here. As we started to break up, I don't need to wait for my stop loss to be hit, right? I can close out of that short trade because there's no need for me to wait for a stop loss because I've already hit my take profit, and then I see a sign of strength, which is reclaim $52,000. Well, I don't need to wait for it to hit $53,000, right? So that is what we mean by keeping the short short. You lock in your take profit and you look to close that trade. Whereas on the long trade, you know, I had the long from the swing failure pattern here. We went sideways for a few days, right? Even looked like it might have took out the low there and hit the stop loss. But I, you know, kept the patience of not closing that too early, not, you know, taking and closing my trade on a little bit of a rise, but remaining patient, remaining with my invalidation set of a swing failure pattern. And well, we can see that the long trade we kept for a long period of time, and now look at the profits that we got. So, you know, that's the main thing that we're emphasizing. And then, of course, Eagle giving the long trade setup here, which was the absolute low of the move, which you can also just be trading up stop losses in, right? So it's like a case of keep the shorts, keep the longs long, and monitor the order flow. Honestly, the order flow has been an absolute blessing on all of this rise. It's been helpful for confirming highs and lows and giving us the confidence to take such positions. You know, the order flow that we had down here was just, You couldn't have asked for better. 13 million trap shorts at the low of a swing failure pattern range in a massive bullish uptrend. What more could you want to be like, this is a very good long trade? Okay, then combine that with market structure. You just see continuous higher lows. There's no danger, so to speak, there's no worrying signs. It's very easy to remain long and chill. And I do want to end by saying this market right now does feel fairly easy, right? I think we can all agree you can almost just buy and make money. But just know that this doesn't last forever, okay? I've gone through many different bull and bear cycles. So I've got the experience behind me in that regard. So I've been trading in total for over a decade. So I've been trading a long time, and I've experienced a lot of different bull and bear cycles. And right now I feel like it's a very easy environment. There's not too many challenges. Everything's going very well in terms of the order flow, in terms of what we would expect in technical analysis. Resistances that we have are just getting blasted through, which just means we have a level of interest to short. We get through that level, well, there's no short. We look again for a higher for our next level. So we're being given a very easy time. But I know from experience that this doesn't last forever. The market is generous sometimes and gives us these nice profits. With that, we need to take care of our profits. We need to take some profit. We don't ever want to be put in a position where we make a load of profit. Never take profits, and eventually when a retracement comes, we end up losing money. No, do not put yourself in that position. You can take profits, and you should be taking profits, okay? It's just you don't want to be taking too much or closing out totally on longs. That's not what you want to do, but you could be trailing a stop loss, for example, right? Trailing a stop loss in this moment in time would be absolutely acceptable. And so we just want to get into this realization that this is the market cycle right now. It does not last forever, and a big, heavier retracement will come. And it will be a surprise for a lot of people. And we just need to understand as traders, it will come. We do need to be prepared for that. And that is why we need to be on the ball, focused every single day. You don't see me taking a day off, right? I'm here every day, all day, looking at the charts, looking at the markets, because I know, wow, we're making a lot of profit right now, but I need to be protected for when the market does turn. At the moment, I have no reason to think that, hence I'm long and chill. I am not in any shorts. I am looking for higher. But myself as a trader knows that it will come a drop. It will come quick, and it will take many by surprise. I do not want to be surprised. Thus, I'm here looking at the markets every day to be one step ahead of it. So when we start to see that weakness, I will hopefully, I suppose, have secured my short trade. For now, I'm looking above $60,000. I'm looking for that liquidity to be hit. And I will end with my final words of saying, if you want to see more from myself and the other Chart Champions coaches, we have daily live streams every single day of the week. We have a live stream update. The only day you don't is Saturday. Every other day you have live stream updates. We have, of course, the whole educational library. So if you're looking to learn the strategies that we use every day, then you can learn that inside of the educational content. We, of course, have monthly trading competitions where we give away prize funds every month, inbuilt journals, and all that good stuff. If you're looking for an exchange, we've got the good exchange deals for you. So really, it's a one-stop shop, a platform for all of your trading needs. And so if you're interested in that, along with the trading community that we have, where you can see and interact every day with the coaches, ask us questions, and other students alongside you, build that community feel, this is the place, Chart Champions, and we'd be more than happy to welcome you here. So I want to end by saying thank you ever so much. It's a pleasure, as always. It truly is. I hope that you have a brilliant day ahead, and you know where to get more if you want it, chartchampions.com. Thank you ever so much, everybody, and that is me signing out. Cheers, thank you, and goodbye.